So remember when I was saying confrontation 64? It was concentration. I literally remembered it the next day. Like
I don't know what
literally the
that's
next.
from though. What?
It's a thing. In like elementary school we used to play, but it was like a game, like all those games,
Uh no. What?
like Stella Ella Ola, clap clap
No,
clap.
still don't know.
Say yes, Chico 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 Chico. Some
No, I know that, but like concentration 64? What is
no
that?
repeats or hesitations. I can't remember. I just remember you were like that, and then you said that stuff.
No.
That's all.
Not familiar.
But it just popped into my head because confrontation, concentration.
Okay. Okay.
This guy's a psychopath. That's what Ricky's thinking all the time.
Okay.
Okay, sure, but you know I was gonna send you the Zoom link a little bit earlier, but somebody knocked on or rang my doorbell. I'm like, who is this person? So I went upstairs and I zoomed past because like the door to upstairs is like you could see if you're looking from outside,
Oh
you could
yeah.
see
You can see
like
if
me at the
someone's there,
door.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, but they were turned the other way, so I like zoomed past, and then I like so they didn't see me. I'm just like, and then I was like, oh yeah, we have a ring doorbell. So I was like, let me
Oh my
look.
god.
I was like, I was like, let me look, let me take a look, and then they were gone by the time I opened up the ring doorbell.
But don't you have a recording? Couldn't you see who it was?
No, we do. I just didn't hit it until I was already upstairs.
No. I mean, like,
Oh, you mean to go
doesn't it
back?
record? Yeah, can't you go back to see who it
I
was?
can't
So,
remember if my dad did the thing because you have to pay for that, so you could
oh,
have
I
it
thought if you
free.
had an SD card, it saves. So I know we have some cameras where I just buy an SD card and it records and saves what it can, and so
Mhm.
it constantly records. So it'll just overwrite older data, the oldest data. So like, I think it's like 7 days, and then after that, once it records the eighth day, the first day is gone. So it's the last 7 days almost.
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh, okay. Well, you did all that effort just to completely miss them and not even know who it was.
I don't know. It's probably like a door to door person. I'm like, why are you doing door to door during COVID, man? Leave
Yeah,
me
that's weird.
alone.
I don't think I've ever. It's been a while since I've answered the door for someone, except for like deliveries. But
Yeah,
they,
that's the
being
only
in a
time I go.
condo, they call us, so I
Oh,
know who
well,
it is.
see,
Yeah.
there you go. See, like I only like if I'm not expecting anybody, I'm not going to the door. I don't care if you ring it like bloody murder. I'm not going to. I don't care if you see that there's a car outside and you know somebody's home. I don't care if you hear me from outside and I'm yelling and shit. I don't care. I'm not answering the door. I don't know. Don't answer for strangers.
Yeah, man. Dude, I remember when I was a kid and I'd stay at
Mhm.
home by myself
Yeah.
at night, and then someone's at the door, and I'm like, oh shit. And turn off all the lights and everything, just make sure they're gone.
Yeah.
And this is back when we don't have cameras and can't see what's out there. But yeah, man.
You know what I remember from the first time I stayed alone? I remember it really well because I think it was like grade six or something, where like my parents let me stay at home by myself, and I was watching an episode of Smallville. I even remember the episode it was. That's what I did when I was home alone. I was like, I'm gonna watch Smallville. Well, I guess it was on because it wasn't like we could binge watch stuff back then
Yeah.
legally. I don't think there was streaming services for it yet. So it was like it was on like YTV or something. Can't remember.
Oh, so that's all you did? Just watch Smallville?
That's all I remember. That's how I remember. That was the first time I was alone. I watched the episode of Smallville.
Damn.
It was season 3 or 4, but it was the one where there was this meta. You don't care.
Yeah, I don't know. Even if you were to tell me what happened, I'm not gonna know what episode or like what's going on. It's not gonna be like,
Well,
oh, aha, I know that episode. Brings back memories and stuff like that. Like I don't know, man. I never watched the show.
you watch it.
No, I probably won't. I'm
I
not a
know you
big
won't.
TV
I know you
watcher
won't.
anymore, man.
I know you won't. I know you won't. When Samir told me he started watching, I was so shocked because you guys would not stop roasting me about that show. You would not stop. And then all of a sudden he was like, I'm gonna watch it, or I'm watching it. I was like, what? Yeah. And he liked it. He ended up liking it. It's a good
Yeah.
show.
Well, I think we roasted you because you just I don't know. I don't know why. We just did it. It's
No,
just
you
because we
roasted me
were
because it was on like Friday nights. I would watch it. and I would come later online. Like you guys would already be online,
Oh,
and I would come on later because I had to watch Smallville
you
first.
chose Smallville over the boys, even though you used to DVR everything, which was like just.
Spoilers.
Oh, you were on social media that much that you'd be spoiled?
I don't know. Facebook. I think I was using Facebook
It's
enough
not
back
like
then.
Samira or I watched it. We couldn't have spoiled it in the freaking
Someone
game either.
else. I don't know. Maybe I just wanted to watch the show the day it came out.
Man, I remember you
You-
used to be so into like Ellen and Conan, and now they're gone. This is
yeah.
it. You used to love Ellen, man. You used to talk
I
so much
I
about it. It was
yeah, I watched Ellen like religiously, and I fell off like a few years ago though. Like I stopped. I think when I got more into podcast, like the daytime talk show, like she was the only daytime talk show I would watch though, because the other ones I would watch are late night.
yeah,
But like basically her and Conan were like her. She was the main for daytime, and then Conan was the main for late night. And I used to watch them like crazy, and then like yeah, because Conan just ended, and I was just like I hadn't watched Conan in years, even though I still love him. I think he's jokes. It's just the late night format feels kind of fake when you're comparing it to a podcast.
yeah,
That seems like
yeah. I
more
can
like
see
natural.
that.
So when I got more into that stuff, and it's like a longer conversation because it's always like I'm forgetting his name, Craig Ferguson. Craig Ferguson. He was on. He ended like quite a few years back, but he always would just talk randomly with the guest. Like he would never do like, oh hey, I heard you bought a new house, or he would always joke about that. So
Oh,
he was always random, and I always loved him a lot too. So his felt more even Conan like too. Conan sometimes would do like for the interviews, but I loved Conan more when he did like a remote thing. But yeah, Conan's done, and then Ellen's coming to an end, but like because she kind of got the cancel stuff that happened
yeah,
to her.
yeah. But I just when I saw that, I was like, damn, two of the shows that like you used to love were
Yeah,
gone, which
done.
was
Everything I watch, pretty much all the shows I watch are coming to an end. A lot of them. There's only a few that are left. So it's weird. And then I could just pick up new shows, I guess. But what I was gonna say is because I'm excited because I got my haircut.
yeah. I was gonna say it
Shut up, my
too.
barber. Shout out my
No
barber.
hat.
Hey, I was so happy. I was so happy when I finally got to go. I got to see him and everything. I was just like, yes, get this. You know what happened too? Like after I got the haircut, when I looked at myself in the mirror at home, I didn't recognize myself. It felt weird, and it felt like like I had to get used to seeing myself because I've been sitting. I haven't had my hair cut since March of this year,
Oh
so
yeah,
it's been
yeah.
like crazy like ever since. So and I also felt lighter for a second, even though my head's huge. I felt a little bit lighter. I was like, oh wow, I could move again. But the other thing I'm really excited about are the gyms are
Yeah, I was
back
about
this
to just
Friday, bro.
say, like,
Gyms are back this
Stage 3,
Friday.
baby.
Let's go. Let's go. Doug Ford is trash, but gyms are back Friday. Let's go. If you voted for him, you're an idiot, but gyms are back Friday. Let's go. No, no politics over here. But
Like, do you have to
I
book it or something, or is it just because I'm
no,
not following it? It's just walking.
well, no, because they because like I get the emails from Good Life, so they're like Dante, we missed you, even though I know they probably put everybody's
Yeah, I
like
got
name
those
into.
emails too. I just
Yeah,
ignore
I know, but
it.
I felt the love. I felt the love. They're like Dante, we missed you. We're back. We're back, baby, on the 16th. And they said, so basically it's 50% capacity. So it's basically the normal thing. You still have to wear a mask. You could, I think it's where we can take it
Oh,
off during a workout. I'm just gonna leave it on the whole time.
yeah.
But but I have to get used to the breathing again because I got used to it when it was open, but I have to get reused to the breathing as you're working out with the mask on. But it's so 50%. So like if it's at capacity, you'd probably have to wait outside until people
Oh,
leave. But you don't have to book anymore though. That's the thing. Because like with the booking, you were tied to an hour. So like usually I
yeah.
work
But
out for
imagine just waiting outside and not knowing when you would get in
that's true.
next, right?
That's
Like
true. But
if you got up early, let's say they I don't know
yeah.
they open at 7 and you're like, all right, I'm gonna be there for 6:30. Get there, there's a line. You're maybe you don't get in because they reach capacity. At that point, it's free for all. They could be there for an hour. They could be there for like 20 minutes. You don't know. You're just gonna be standing out there.
No, that's true.
That kind of
That's true.
sucks.
They said in the email. No, I think it's gonna work out. Well, at least for my gym, it's pretty. The circulation and the spread of when people go is pretty good. Like there's peak times, right? Like
Yeah,
morning's
yeah,
actually a peak time, and then kind of like mid and I guess later in the night, like maybe
yeah.
around 6 would be peak time. So I would either just avoid those times where I know, or I would well yeah.
Jeez, bless you.
I felt it coming. I was like, it's not gonna stop, so I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry to your ears. See, that's never stopped by sneezes. I have hay fever. It's not COVID, as far as I know.
Okay, yeah, I mean, you didn't have to clarify. I didn't even think of that, but thanks. I'll try to social distance with you through
Right?
the screen.
Right to the screen. We're good. It's just me here. But sorry. Back to the gym thing. Some 50%. Yeah, I'm kind of worried about it, but I'm not too worried about it because there was a point when it was open last year and they started calling it like open gym. So there were slots like peak hours, they would have booked appointments, and then the rest of like the days where it wasn't peak, they would just have open gym. So there was still like a limit. I don't think I ever had a problem with just being able to walk in
Oh, okay,
and work out.
okay.
And then they said in the email, they're like, we're asking you to kind of keep the workouts at 90 minutes. Cause like I find I'm probably like an hour to an hour 15 I fall in. So like when it was a booked appointment, if I didn't get to do everything I wanted to do, I'd be like, ugh. Cause I
Yeah,
would kind of leave early too, because I didn't want to leave with the rush. So I wouldn't stay the full hour. I would
right.
like leave a little bit earlier because I
Oh,
didn't like
okay,
waltz out
yeah,
with everybody.
yeah, that makes sense.
But also too, because you know what? I feel like they were like, Dante is getting his second vaccination shot this Friday. Let's go to stage 3, right? Because Dante's getting his second
Oh, nice. I'm
vaccination
getting
shot.
mine on Saturday.
Outside of this, coming say, oh, so we're
Yeah,
2 days apart.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're like, we got to open back up for Dante and Ricky, man. Come on, let's do it. That's what we got to do. We got to. Well, it's not. What is this stage 3 thing though? It's not fully open, right?
It's not, but it looks like more or less restrictions, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not following it too much, but
I
we'll
don't
see
know
how it
anymore.
goes. I mean, cases are down, so I
Cases
mean,
are down,
that's
which
a
is a
good
good
thing.
thing. It is a good thing. Hopefully, continue to go down and we stop the death stuff and everything, man, because that stuff's always sad. So it's
Yeah,
just like I don't know.
yeah.
But yeah. Well, this is another episode of On the Ledge with Dante and Ricky. I'm Dante.
And I'm Ricky.
Hey, and we're talking about wait, I messed it up. Damn it. Confrontation. 64. No repeat.
We had a whole discussion at this at the
I know
beginning,
we had
man.
like
What the
a whole
hell?
discussion because like my brain went, oh, did you want to say concentration or confrontation? When we're talking about confrontation, I know the real thing's concentration. So my brain went, what? Oh, and also because I forgot to show off the shirt, the Rick shirt, the Rick and Morty shirt. It just had Rick on it, but this one is the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. This one, it's the third shirt out of the 5 I got, because I got 2 left, and I was just like, yeah, because that what's
Wait,
that
are
place?
you still waiting for shirts, or did
No,
they
no, I
all
got all of
arrive?
them. I
Oh,
got all of
okay,
them. I got all of them. So I'm just wearing the new ones for these podcasts.
okay, nice.
I like them. I might get more because I'm addicted to getting shirts from these artists. I like it. I feel like I have 20 now from that place. Well, maybe yeah. I probably have
Damn,
like 20
man.
or more than 20. Yeah, like different shirts and everything. But yes, confrontation. That's what we're talking about. Confronting people or being afraid to confront people.
Yeah, I did see recently from your Instagram story that you had. Well, I don't think it was a confrontation, but I think you're about to if it takes any longer for your mask. Your
Yes. Yes. Let's start hot. Let's yeah, let me come in hot. Let me come in hot. They emailed me. So I see because I know the name of the company. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I understand it's the pandemic, stuff slowing down. Maybe I didn't read the thing properly that it was a pre-order, what it was. I thought it was in stock. But maybe it was me. But I get an email from the company. So I go, oh snap. Oh snap, they're emailing me. So it's gonna be like the shipping, the tracking number, right? I'm like, oh yeah, it's gonna ship. And then they go, and I read the email. It's like, Dante, please activate your account. And I go, huh?
Man, no wonder it hasn't shipped. You haven't even activated your account.
I don't need to activate the goddamn account. Just ship it to me. I could log in as guest. I gave you monies. I gave them half a grand, Ricky. Half a
And
grand.
that's
And I
nice.
just want my mask. That's it. That's it.
Hey, you pre-ordered, man. That's what are you gonna do?
You gotta put that right there, like right on the picture of the thing. You gotta put pre-order right there, because if it's lower, I was just excited. You know how many times I stopped myself from buying the thing, and then I finally like I was just like, do it, and I bought it. Like,
Uh,
don't email me unless it's a tracking number.
you could technically just cancel it and wait till it actually comes out.
Yeah, because I
Then
think the price dropped on it too.
yeah, I mean cancel it then. It's unless there is no refund, but I doubt that if it's a pre-order.
I feel like I should be able to. I should probably look into that. But it's just like I ordered it April 22nd. They're like, why are you refunding in July?
Maybe I mean maybe your mind's changed. It hasn't shipped or anything. Like, you know,
Well, no, but if I'm just gonna buy it again,
what are they gonna say? No, we're not gonna take your money the second time.
I don't know, man. They might tune into this podcast and be like, hey, I didn't say their name though. So. Because the other thing too is like, so yes, that I don't know if that'll turn into a confrontation. Because like even like I'm thinking of this other story that happened where, well, I'll finish this and then be like, because emailing, even in that, I'm kind of like, I don't want to be too rude, right? Like I don't want to like
Yeah.
go off and start like cursing and stuff too, right? Like I just don't like confrontation because like when the last fan expo we went to, which is so dark. The last fan expo we went to, when I took the pictures from the with the actors from Smallville, it was originally supposed to be three of them, but one of them got stuck because it was like bad weather. I think they were in like Winnipeg or something, so they couldn't make it. So like I already paid for like the three of them. So when it was just the two, it was less. But they said, "Hey, hold on to your ticket. We'll just refund you."
Yeah.
So I got the picture, whoop de whoop, and I was just like, "Hey, where's my money? Like refund me back." And I think I got like a response like, "Oh, it's coming." And I think I waited a bit, like maybe like a week or two, and it still didn't come. And I was just like, this is unacceptable. I had to sound like those ladies with their hair cut a certain way that asked for the manager. This is unacceptable. I have never. I had to go full blown
Oh
Karen. Like,
no.
I had never. This is. I asked for this. This is da 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 da. And then I got the monies, but I don't like doing. I don't. I don't like doing
Yeah, I
that
don't
though.
like doing that. So the other day actually,
Mm-hmm.
I had to call in for my parents to make a change to their flight.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to Vancouver, so they wanted to change it to a different time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but this was through a travel agent. So we got, I guess, a mixed message when we first booked it. There was like a message saying we could make any changes or cancellations as long as you book it before June 30th, which we did. But because it's a travel agency, it's different, you know. So
Yeah.
we tried to change it, but they said, okay, you can't cancel it because uh you had 1 day to cancel, you didn't cancel. So fine. We're like, okay, we want to make a change. So we
Mm-hmm.
wanted to the flight to be, I think, 4 hours earlier. Um, and they were telling me that it's gonna cost $200 extra. So I said, what? We're like, why? It's it's 4 hours, and it's like, okay, so like, why though, right?
Yeah.
So I got really angry, and then I just started talking to them, being like, well, this is what the airline is offering, and I don't understand why you guys can't do that, because it's the same airline. You guys are just the agents. And they were giving me all these policies. So I was just getting really, really heated and just getting, I guess, rude to them.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end, I just decided like it's not worth it. We're just not gonna do anything to the plan. Um, my sister ended up getting it resolved later, but she had to
Yeah.
wait and talk to a manager, which I did not want to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, afterwards, man, I felt bad because I'm like, well, there's like I'm getting mad at the wrong person, because like
Right.
that lady can't do anything. Like she's just there. Um, she's just there to give me the information, and there's nothing else she can do, right? It's I gotta talk to like someone higher up, or like, you know, the business, you know. So I was
Mm-hmm.
like, I don't like confrontation, because like
Yeah.
that's how I feel. I just feel so guilty, and like I feel so bad because like what can you do? You're just getting yelled at for no reason.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way. I don't like confrontation, but like because of the job I have, I've been on the receiving end. I'm like, I can't do anything. Like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
But then also too, I fully understand when somebody's mad when it's really something stupid, right? Like that
Yeah.
something's happening. It's just like this should be an easy fix, or I had to wait a long time to get to you, blah 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 blah, and it's always a long time, or whatever it is. Like I understand both sides of it, but like for me, I know like just as you feel, I feel guilty because I don't think I've ever yelled, even when like when, when speaking of Honda again, when I took this is the first oil change for my car. So I because like you get the thing,
Yeah.
and it's just like okay, you got to do an oil change. Okay, I booked the appointment, I go to do the oil change. So I leave, or they're like, oh, your car's done, and I leave, and I felt like the person that was like handing off the car to me, I felt like something was off. And then I got into the car, and then I saw like the red. So this part I was kind of like dumb with because like I should have been like, hey, why is this there right away? Like the oil thing was still red, and I'm just like, okay, maybe that'll go away, right? Because
Yeah.
they just changed the oil, so why would it be red? Like that doesn't make any sense to me. So I drove home. I think I actually had work, and it was when I was working a 4 to 12 shift. So I drove to work, and then a bunch of lights came on, like the
Oh.
engine light, the battery light, everything came on. I drove to work, finished work, and I'm driving home because I worked till 12. So like this is like around like 12:15, 12 anything.
Yeah.
I'm driving home. I drove home on the highway too. My work's not too far. It's just like 10 minutes away. But I drove home on the highway. And then like after I got off the highway, so I'm at like I was on Westney, and I'm passing the intersection like Kingston Road,
Yeah.
and I get past the intersection, and my car shuts off. So it, like
Holy
blinks and it
shit.
completely shuts off, and I'm just stuck. And this was winter time too, so I'm sitting there stuck. I'm cold, and I'm like, I gotta call my dad. I'm like, my car shut off. My car shut off. He's like, okay, okay. But then luckily, somehow, because a person pulled up in front of me. He's like, we got to push the car over. We got to move the car because I was in the left lane,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
like
okay.
people like were honking. I'm like, I can't move. Like, what do you want? I can't even turn on my blinkers because the car's dead. And so he's like, we got to push the car. So he came out, but then all of a sudden,
Wait,
this
this was at 12?
this is
Like
at
in the
night.
midnight, right? So
This is
how
midnight. This
many
is after
people are
midnight.
on the road that they can't change lanes? Like that's
No, no, they changed lanes eventually, but for they were like the person was just like, I'm gonna honk first instead of just moving. Like, right? So it was just like whatever,
what the
whatever,
hell? Okay,
whatever,
that's his
whatever,
problem. Okay,
whatever.
whatever. Yeah.
So a tow truck driver just ended up to be like kind of done with their day and ended up pulling because he was literally like, I was gonna go home, but I saw you, and he's like, okay, I'll help you out, and then like tow truck you home, and then so yeah, he tow trucked me home, and I was heated, right? Because like I was just like I was so thankful because that just happened to work out that
Yeah.
that guy was there because I could have been waiting like till like 1 a.m. 2 a.m. to find somebody like to call
Yeah,
a tow truck
yeah.
driver and then them come pick me up, and so I was like after it was done, I was just like when I call because I so happened to be off the next day, and I was just like when I call them, boy, I'm gonna go off. I'm gonna cuss. I'm just gonna like oh I was gonna go off, and I was imagining like when you're mad and you have time before you do the thing you're mad about, so you think about all the scenarios of how you're gonna be mad and stuff. Have you ever done that? Have you ever
Yeah,
played it
yeah.
out? Played out the scenario. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, you guys, I could have died. Da 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 da. I'm like imagining it in my head, and then I call, the person picks up. She goes, "Hey, how can I help?" I'm like, "Manager." She's like, "How can I help?" I'm like, "I need to speak to a manager." Get to a manager, and I thought I was gonna be mad, and I just kind of like told the story and everything. But that's where I realized too with confrontation, I can't do it. Like even if I'm legitimately and reasonably heated, I can't do it. I still can't do it. Like I've never been in a. I feel like I always try to avoid those situations.
Yeah, yeah. I know what you mean.
Like,
Like it's
yeah,
I think I'm more passive aggressive,
me too. Yeah.
but when I'm actually face to face with someone, I don't think I'm not gonna be like in your face. I'm gonna try to figure out like what's going on,
Hmm.
rather than create more issues. I'd rather
Hmm.
just figure out and fix the current issue. The only time I find myself being passive aggressive is through emails.
Hmm.
Um, but it's not even like it's passive aggressive. It's like I'm typing something and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be like this, right? But
Oh, you
then,
getting it
oh,
now?
you getting it, you're getting it. But then, so I thought I was being like rude with some emails, right?
Hmm.
And then I was talking to someone and they're like, no, your emails don't look rude. And I realized it's because they read it in a different tone. They're just like, oh,
Right.
dude,
Yeah.
can you do this? Oh, yeah, sure. It's not like, can you do this? Like I'm emphasizing in my head, but in an email, it's just words. So it's like, I think I'm being so like snarky and rude, and they're like, no, I mean, it's just, you're just asking me
It's
for
just
this.
an
Like, what
email.
the, yeah.
See, that's always the thing I hate about like messaging, texting is because you can't read
Yeah, I
the
learned
feeling.
to, I
Yeah.
learned to just not. So sometimes I'll read a text and be like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, why are you being so rude, right?
Hmm.
um but I learned to like not be like that and just be like, okay, maybe they're just not, they don't mean it that way, they're just saying it, they're just
Yeah.
saying those words, but in whatever tone they're trying to say it in.
Yeah. I always rather because like especially if I'm
I think I
like I
like a
could
text though. I'd prefer talk. If I were in a, if I were to confront someone, I'd rather send it in a text,
oh no, that's
because
true, I guess. Yeah.
then if they read it and they're like, why'd you say it, why'd you say it like this, I'd be like, no, I didn't mean it like that. I meant more like, I can like kind of backtrack, me like, chill out, like I meant it
Backpedal.
more like, I meant more like, calm, not like this. What the hell? Even though I might have intentionally meant
Yeah.
the more passive aggressive way, but I can like kind of diffuse the situation, it also lets me get it out, but without the other person kind of be like getting angry and having a chance
Yeah.
to react immediately. But yeah, I think for both of us, we don't really want to go and throw hands with someone just for, but I feel like your situation's a little bit worse because it's like you really could have died. It's more like a legal issue, right? Because like they're saying, by handing you back the keys, they're saying the car is safe to go. And I mean, if they looked into it and it wasn't, then that's a legal issue, no?
Yeah, and I probably could have taken it way further than I did, because I ended up because like they fixed it for free because they were supposed to
I
fix
mean,
my.
you paid for it already
Yeah,
though,
so
so
I
I
paid for an oil
mean,
change and I got a broken car back. So,
the least they could
um,
do is
yeah,
whatever.
it was something like when they did the oil change. I don't know cars that well, but it was something like but like both my grandfathers are mechanics, and I don't know why I don't pick up anything with the car stuff. Like I know kind of stuff, like kind of know it, but like something with the thing and the thing was wrong.
Ah,
They
yeah, yeah,
didn't put
yeah.
it on,
I know what you're talking
the
about.
thing
Yeah,
with the
yeah, yeah,
thing
yeah.
when they changed the oil. Yeah, the thing. Yeah, they didn't
Ah,
do it properly. So then, yeah, I'm like, I don't even want to get into it too much because I don't want to.
yeah. I mean, at least
But
everything, luckily everything was resolved
yeah, but that's what I'm
easily. But like,
saying.
I mean, like you said,
Because
if
like if
you were unlucky and no one, the tow truck driver didn't come, you could have been there for hours, right?
exactly. Or I could have stopped earlier in the middle of the intersection and died. I could have stopped on the highway and died. I could
Yeah,
have.
yeah, that would
It
have
was like
been
it was just
really
like a
bad.
bunch of different things there. So it was nuts. But like even then, I'm just like because like I don't like the feeling I get when I'm angry. So like because I think I mentioned this. It's where I'm more like a turtle instead of a skunk. So I internalize, but then we'll blow up when the
Yeah,
internalize gets to a point instead of just releasing, like as you should, which is probably more of the healthy way. But I guess that could be bad too. But like yeah, I don't know. I just don't like it. But like what I was gonna mention is like I feel like I always, even though I don't even like saying this, but even though I know I can defend myself, I always try to avoid. I've always been really good about not putting myself in a situation where I would even have to think about using taekwondo,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like I think that was the one of the like our instructor taught us is more to like keep away from a fight. So you're not looking for fights. right? It's a
Yeah.
self-defense martial arts, right? So it's not where you're looking for a fight. Even though, like, one of the things he said though too, though, if it is that situation, hit hard and hit first because you don't want to lose, right? So
Yeah.
it's just like, but I never want to, because two things why I never want to be in that situation where I actually have to fight somebody and actually have to use it. I don't want to lose. That's the thing. I really don't want to lose. I don't want to be like, hey, he was trained all these years and he got whooped by
Yeah,
some
yeah.
random
I
person.
think
That's
in your case, so I have a story later, but I think
yeah,
in your case it's a little bit more of a pride thing.
yes,
I've been training for 15 years, but I got my ass handed to me by some street brawler, and it just looks for you. It's just like, why did I train for all those years?
exactly. Well, I've been retired for almost 10 now, so I guess it
Yeah,
would be
but
okay. I should.
you still have the experience
Yeah, I
under
can't
your
kick as high
belt,
as I used to though.
You don't need to
Look at me
kick
being
that
sad
high.
about
You can
myself.
still kick hard, I'm guessing. You can still
I don't know,
do
Ricky, bro.
damage. You can still do damage, man.
No, I could do
I
damage.
wouldn't get into a
I
fight
could do
with you,
damage.
man. I wouldn't know what to do. Like the hell?
Dude, I don't see. That's the thing. But then there's the other side of it. I don't want to, like, what if it's where, because if I go into self-defense mode, or like, what if I'm defending somebody, right, that I love or care about?
Yeah.
What if I go into that mode and I just start seeing red and then I go too far, right? That's the other thing, right? Because you are trained to know how to hurt. Like, I know how to hurt people, so it's just like I don't want to go the other way too. Like, I really don't want to hurt some. Obviously, if somebody's trying to kill me, then you're done, so bro. I'm not gonna die. Or trying to kill somebody I care about. No. I don't care. But if it's just like maybe there's a disagreement, right? I never want to be
I
like,
don't think
and
I
it,
would ever. I think if it's someone like if someone's having a disagreement, I wouldn't resort to violence at that point. Like I feel
yeah,
like the way we approach it is to diffuse the situation as
yeah,
best
yeah,
as we
yeah,
can and try to get away if it starts to escalate rather than, like my honor is not my pride and my ego is not high enough that I'm willing to stay there and see what's next, Like
right,
I'd
yeah.
rather just be like, well, it's too much energy to really continue this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try to get out of here. Let them have their moment, let them calm down and
Yeah.
we'll revisit later. If it's someone like I know, but I highly doubt anyone I know would really. I don't know about you, Dante. Maybe you're willing to engage in a battle for no reason, but
No.
I'm just not in it for like it's just too much effort to deal with this. Like I'm
Yeah.
out. I'd rather just get out. But
Yeah.
yeah, unlike you, I'm not trained. I'm not a trained killer.
Hey, hold on. Hey, I'm not a killer.
You could. There's potential. There's
No, like even like just like even if I but I don't feel like even I'm trying to think with our close circle because I can't even really think about any like sort of like disagreements. Maybe tiff is the better word if we had any. But even then, I feel like I'm a person that will because I think I kind of talked about it a podcast ago. Like there was a friend in our like from my university friend groups like Tejas, me, Ziad, Ali, and Antonio. There was another person that was in that friend group that's no longer in that friend group. But like I it was like it was a situation, but I like if I saw that person, I wouldn't like be like, hey, what the and then argue with them or anything. I just wish them the best. Or for anybody that I've cut, because that's what I do. I'm not gonna sit there and if you've like disrespected me enough, and that really takes a lot. Because I can take a joke. I can take whatever. Like I'm really good about that. But like it would take a lot for me to feel disrespected. And if I'm at that point, I'm just cutting you off.
yeah,
I'm not
it's
even
just not
gonna
worth the
bother
effort,
with you.
right? Like
Exactly. So
yeah.
it's just like it's just yeah, but yeah, I don't. But you said you had a story there. Sorry.
Yeah. So this was a few years ago and this is basically about the time I got into a fight. And I think I've told you the gist of it, I guess.
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
So I was seeing this girl for about 6 months,
Hmm.
and so we spent the day together that particular day. We went to Center Island, went to have a picnic, and just explored the island a bit.
Hmm.
But we had to trek back early because she had to work. So I decided to kind of spend the day with her at her work. So I would just take a table, eat order food, and then when she has some downtime, she could come hang out with me.
Mm-hmm.
So about an hour in, some guy walks into the restaurant all angry, and he was looking for her. So he comes and then approaches me at my table, and he sits down and asks me, "Are you her boyfriend?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I am."
Yeah.
Huh. I didn't know where it was gonna go, but
Yeah.
that answer seemed to get him really angry.
Yeah.
And then now she's trying to calm him down because he's like, you can visibly frustrated. He's like just really angry. Okay, so then they step outside, and I guess she's just trying to calm him down. But I started getting a little bit worried, right? So I'm like, I'm gonna go outside, and just keep an eye on them, just in case he overreacts, whatnot. And this is like in the middle of the day, so it's like 6 p.m. or something. So people are outside. It's pretty populated. But I decided, yeah, I'm gonna go outside, just keep an eye on them and make sure nothing bad happens.
Yeah.
And then he like kind of does like a big action. He throws something at her, like in her direction. So
Mm.
I'm like, okay, that's enough. We gotta chill out. So I kind of walk in and it's like, yo, chill. Um, but at that moment, he decided it was time to throw hands, even though I had not said anything
Yeah.
serious. Um, so like keep in mind again, I have never fought anyone. I
Mm-hmm.
haven't been trained like you,
Mm-hmm.
Dante. I'm not a trained killer. Uh so the most, I don't even watch like fighting shows, boxing, MMA. I don't watch any of that crap.
Mm-hmm.
So I got fucking smoked. I
Mm.
got like a bloody nose, a swelled up cheek. So I like went back into the restaurant, cleaned myself up, and then you know basically everything kind of escalated, and then they kind of settled down, and I went home, and then obviously things ended between me and the girl.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, I got smoked, and like I don't know if this is a good or bad thing, but maybe he was just not a strong fighter. But like when I got hit, it was like it didn't hurt, and then I realized later I probably could have taken a few more.
Well, no. Let's not take it. It was probably your adrenaline though, like
Yeah, that's what I was
kicking in.
thinking. I was
Yeah.
probably adrenaline, but like yeah, it was a interesting day. Like I was not expecting that day to get into a fight.
Well, nobody expects nobody.
Yeah, but I got
Everybody has a plan
smoked,
until they're
man.
punched in the face, you know. But no, I'm like as you were telling that story, because I remember the first time you told me that story, because I was getting a little heated because I really don't like what happened there, and I think you know how I felt about it,
Yeah, yeah. I
and
think
I'm
most
not gonna
people.
repeat what I said, but for dude, uh,
Yeah, I think
shit
most
ain't
people when I
sweet over
told
here,
them,
boy.
they were kind
Oh,
of they had the same reaction. They were like, "Yo, let's find this guy." I'm like,
yeah,
"Yo, what the fuck? Everyone
yeah,
relax. It's all
yeah,
right. Let him live. It's fine."
yeah, because I feel like I felt that way too. I was just like,
Yeah, yeah,
I don't
yeah.
like
It
that boy.
was
Don't hit
it was
my boy.
but yeah, it was because usually a bigger dude. I am a bigger dude, like both tall and wide.
Yeah.
So like I mean I'm kind of intimidating at times, but I felt so helpless, man. I was like, damn, I don't know
Well, I
what
know.
I'm doing.
Well, yeah, but like you were doing an honorable thing, right? You were trying to
Yeah, I
protect
was
that
trying,
girl.
but
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, it was a interesting day. I don't think I'd ever want to, like, unless something really pushes me to it. Um, I would probably never want to do that again. But it's how we would react. Like we would go in with words,
Yes.
and the only reason I was actually in that situation was because he decided he wanted to throw hands, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, man. I just wanted to just tell you guys to chill out and back off, you know?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
it's
I've never, even though like I know that like we're talking about, I know to defend myself. I've never been in a real fight. Like it's only been sparring in Taekwondo or play fighting with my brother. That's it. So that's like it. That's the only fights. Like I've never. So that's why I also said too. I never really want to be in that situation because I don't want it to go either way, right? Where either I lose
Yeah.
or I win too good.
This guy's overconfident.
No.
I went
Wait,
too good.
on it. No. That's what I'm over exaggerating, but you know what I mean. Like I don't want to, like put somebody in a hospital
Yeah.
or worse, right? So it's just like
I
I
don't think you're ever gonna be the one to initiate it though. It would almost
no.
it would
It would
have to
never
be
be an
self
initiation
defense
thing.
for you if ever. I mean, again, unless there's like there's certain lines, obviously, and if they
Yeah,
cross that line, I mean that's your problem now, right?
yeah.
But I don't think I can ever see you initiating a fight because it's just
I
not
could
you,
think
man.
about one situation. I'll tell you off air. I'm not going to say it on here, but that's about it. I can think about one though. I can definitely think about one. But yeah. But like besides like the fighting stuff, another place where I find confrontation can happen, and I think we were talking about this too for this episode, is like road rage.
Yeah. Have you ever been stopped by someone and like talked to, I guess, about it?
No. It's never been that. And I've seen those videos because like I know what that aggression feels like. And it's such a weird phenomenon to me because I feel like everybody gets it. Like you could be so calm. And I'm always just like, I think I had to drive recently somewhere, and I was just like, I miss this, man. I just miss driving. I really do. I hate traffic, but I miss driving so much. I always look because it's where I listen. Like I still haven't listened to Snow. I always pronounce her second name wrong. Allegra, is it Snow Allegra or Algra? Whatever, whichever. Snow for Snow. I haven't listened to her new album yet, and I'm so excited for it. I'm gonna listen to it like after this when I walk Latifa, if it's not raining. Otherwise, I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna like clean and then listen to it. But I'm so excited to listen to it. But like I usually would do that in the car, or maybe I'll take the car for a spin and then I'll just listen to it. But like I that's a lot of the places where I would listen to music. So like nowadays I find like unless I'm walking Latifa, because that's the only other place I would listen to it, because I don't just sit in my house and listen. The other place I could do it is probably like if I just turn on music playing video games, but I would have to be playing something where I'm not trying to pay attention to the
Yeah,
story.
yeah.
That's the only thing. Um, just a quick off the ledge thing. I'm gonna replay Last of Us and go into Last of Us 2 and like do my second of Last of Us 2. So I just
Okay.
downloaded Last of Us because it's free on
Will you
with
be
PlayStation.
streaming this, Dante?
I don't know
You
if
should
I don't
stream it,
want.
man.
I probably should, but I don't want people seeing me scared. Scared as I'm gonna, even though I've played the
That's
games before.
good content.
I know. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. But I'm excited. I'm excited, but scared also too, because those games hit me in my heart a lot. Like the opening 10 minutes of
uh,
the first game is gonna mess me up again, even though I know what's happening. Like I remember I still like if I start thinking about it, I remember the feeling I got like from that first opening 10 minutes. And if you played the game, you know what I'm talking about.
yeah.
Like I know there was controversy with the second game, and I think people are like just dumb about it. Like I really love the second game, and the second game messed me up emotionally as well too. But back to road rage. It's such a weird phenomenon of how angry you could get, because I feel like I'm always just so happy go lucky when I'm behind the wheel listening to music, and then somebody does something stupid in front of me, like you what the you just get heated, like so angry. And I remember this one story because you know me, I love listening to songs I probably shouldn't be listening, but no, whatever. I'm listening to Selena Gomez, "Come and Get It." I think it was. So I was singing, "If you're ready, come and get it," da 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 da, and I think I was turning out of a plaza, and this guy was like way back. I had enough time to turn left, right? I had enough time. I had more than
Yeah.
enough time, so I turned left, and this mother effer probably sped up and started honking me, and I go, "Honk me? You're gonna honk me?" So remember Selena Gomez is blasting. Selena Gomez is blasting, and I'm like, and then they kind of like they kind of sped ahead of me. So then I start speeding up, and I was just gonna like turn with Selena Gomez blasting and roll down my window and be like, "What the like?" I was gonna start yelling, but then I think I eventually calmed down because I'm like, I'm not gonna do this with Selena Gomez on, but I wasn't gonna skip the song. I was still like the song. But I remember I just like that rage is it's a crazy rage, and I just like. But have you had Road rage.
Yeah, obviously,
Yeah,
definitely
I
get road rage in
know.
Canada, man. This is in Toronto, man. It's nuts. But I think I have like two stories where
Yeah.
so I was on the highway one time, and I think it was because someone honked me, right? And we were in
Mm.
traffic, not like stop and go traffic, but like it was a little congested, so we're going a little bit slower. But for whatever reason, he's honking me, so I got pissed. So I got in front of them, and then I started cutting them off. So I could
Ooh.
tell that they were. So any move that they did, I mimicked, and I blocked their path. Um, so I'm driving like a sedan, and this guy's driving a van. Eventually, I'm like, okay, I'm done. So he pulls up beside me, right?
Mhm.
And this guy has like a family, like his grandparents, his kids. I'm like, you're doing this type of shit. So I know
Wow,
I'm
with
in
all
the
those
wrong
people in
too,
car.
but you're
Yeah.
doing this type of shit with a family in your car in a
Inside. Yeah.
van. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, whatever, Um, that one I kind of feel like it was my fault though, because like obviously I could have just let it go,
Hmm.
and he could have just done whatever. The second time I was tailing this guy. So in Toronto and Ontario, it's kind of like I guess everywhere actually. The right lane is the slow lane. So if you're gonna be
Yeah.
going, 60, which is the speed limit on a road, then you probably should stay in the right lane. The left lane is usually like where you're going faster.
You're passing by
And in
people.
Toronto,
Yeah.
it's usually like allowable 20 kilometers an hour over the limit. So for in this case, if you're going if the speed limit is 60, you can go 80, and
Hmm.
you'll be fine. Don't don't say that I told you that. If the police pull you over, that's
That
not my
was
problem.
already. I can't say nothing, bro. I was like, yeah, well, whatever.
Follow the speed limits, my
I'll
friends.
follow the speed limit, even though I don't,
But
because I have a
yeah,
hot foot.
someone was in front of me going 60 in the left lane. So obviously, like I'm trying to go 80, but eventually I catch up to them, and I end up tailing them.
Mhm.
Um, so I like for like what 10 minutes I'm just tailing them because I'm in the left lane and you're going really slow, right? And
Mhm.
I just don't want to merge in and out, in and out. Like I don't want to cut people off.
Yeah.
So eventually he pulls off into the right lane, and I'm right beside him, and he rolls down his window and tells me to roll down my window, and he starts telling me, "Hey, your car's not that great. Don't tail me." And I'm like, I'm hardly tailing, like I'm going like 40 at this point tailing. At any point, I could probably brake and make it in time, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm just trying to pretend like I have no idea what he's talking about. I've not been tailing him the whole time, but I've been
Mhm.
tailing him pretty hard because, like, yo, you're going so slow in the lane. So what
Yeah.
happens now is he's in the right lane. I'm in the left lane, right? All of a
Mhm.
sudden, there's no more traffic because everyone in the left lane is just gunning it. And this guy is like way back there now. So it's like, to me, it's like you didn't know that you should have been the right lane. So why are you getting
Yeah.
mad at me? Like you're causing more traffic for whatever reason.
Yeah.
If you don't know where you're going, just stay in the right lane. And like, I mean, I pretended like I had no idea what I was doing, but yeah, I was pretty pissed that day. I was like, why are you like still here? Just move over, man. Like, what am I supposed to do? Cut you off? You're gonna get even more pissed if I cut you off. And
Yeah.
that's another thing. That's the worst thing. If I change lanes behind someone who's going slow, all of a sudden they know how to fucking use their right foot
They know.
and they're hitting that gas like it's a like what the fuck are you doing, man? Where was that? Where
They
was
can
that
move.
confidence before?
Exactly. All of a sudden they can move. All of a sudden they know how. Oh, I can move faster in my car. What?
Oh, what's this? Oh, I can go beyond 60? Holy. Let's do it. Where did all this come from, man? Where did all this steam come from? Like, damn.
You know what I kind of like in reverse though? If somebody's going faster than you, right? They're like they did the thing to you where you were like if I'm following the speed limit and they kind of go past me, but then we both end up at the red light. Oh, I love that. I love that shit. I love it. They're like, oh, you sped past me just to get here, and I got here. This look at me, I'm waltzing back right beside you. Look, we're at the same place. You
Yeah,
dumb.
no, see, I don't mind that if I was going, like, if I'm going 20 over already in the left lane
Yeah,
and they're
yeah, yeah.
still going faster, like, maybe you should have gone the highway. If that's the case, like, damn, I'm already speeding. If I go any fast, I'm gonna get like this is where it becomes illegal, you know?
Yeah, man. But like that driving, that road rage is some. Pretty sure they study it or whatever. But it's something. There's something in it, man. It's
Have you
like
seen
I.
road rage videos though?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like, people go nuts. Like they like you see videos where they like because some people just have bats on them and they just start
yeah, like
wailing at people. They can't. But like sometimes too, it's interesting where it's just like sometimes people just have to let it out and they'll go into like a physical fight and then just return into their cars and then continue driving. I'm just like, what?
yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta let it out. But it's just like,
it's weird when like they, like I said, they have a family in the car. Like
yeah,
they're going to the cottage, someone gets angry, so the driver obviously steps out, is trying to have a fight, and then their kids just in the back, like what is going on, you know? Like,
yeah.
damn, set a better role model, man. Be a better role model for your
But if they're
parents
if they're
and for
getting
your
that
kids.
same road rage we're getting, I could see it happening though, right? Like you just start seeing red
Yeah,
sometimes.
but I don't think I've ever been so angry. Like I might have been angry in the moment, and then 5 minutes later, as long as like there's no one else doing the same bullshit,
Yeah.
5 minutes later, I'm gonna forget that it even happened and just
Well, no,
be
no,
like
that's
on
true.
my
Like
way.
you, yeah, you calm down like pretty quickly too. Like it's like a quick, and then once it's done, it's like it's a
Yeah,
quick load too. But yeah, some people it's just like, I guess if you're already in a bad mood and then that stuff happens, it's just like you explode.
yeah, and that's why I don't know. I haven't raged. Well, I do. I rage every day, but not as bad anymore. I would say. But
Rage every day.
or I'm sorry. Every time I get in the car, it's like there's always something that happens that pisses me off.
Mm.
And a lot of it, I'll talk to myself about it. I'll be like, what? Like I'll start roasting the person like to myself, and then it's like I don't really care, but I know I haven't had like one of those moments where I was cutting that guy off like crazy in a long time. It just doesn't mm, make sense to me anymore. I guess it's just so dangerous. Some of the stuff.
Oh
Maybe
no,
I'm grown
that's
up. Yeah. So like,
that's true too. Because it can be where, because I think I've done that. Like if somebody cut me off and I'm just like, I'm gonna pretend I'm following them for a little bit, but like that could be so messed up. Because if they really get scared and they call the cops on you, I'm just like, oh well.
yeah,
It's just like it could go wrong, right? Like you don't want to panic somebody so then they make a mistake too, right?
yeah. And then
It's just like,
you don't
yeah,
also know like who's in the other car, right? They could
yeah,
be
yeah.
dangerous.
That's true.
So like I just let things go pretty easily now. Like, oh, you cut me off, whatever. Like, yeah, it's fine. I'll forget about it in like 10 minutes, whatever. I
Yeah.
just try to avoid looking at other drivers. I really don't care. Cut me off, I cut you, I don't care. Like it's as long as it was safe, you know,
As
it's
long as it was a
fine.
safe cutoff.
Yeah.
Speaking of confrontation, you know who I would confront though? Even though I've said this whole podcast, I really don't like confrontating. You know
Doug
who I
Ford.
would who? Huh?
Doug Ford? I don't know. You
No, 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 not that. I don't care about that. We better vote him out though. Whatever. No politics. No politics. No politics. But you know who I would confront? Cyclops. I I hate. Oh, Cyclops is the worst X-Men in the world. I just have I ever told you how much I don't like Cyclops? You've had to hear this before.
No, I don't. I think this
Really?
is new. Yeah, I don't think you've ever told me how much you hate Cyclops, to be honest.
Oh, he's the worst. If okay, let me start here. If somehow, because you know how you ever had like a dream like when you're a superhero and you're imagining what the villains would be, and I always imagine that like there would be this villain that could bring comic book characters to life, like they would pop them out and then you had to fight them, right? So like that was their power. So
Okay.
like the actual comic book counterpart. So if some person had that power and they brought Cyclops out, all I need is Captain America's shield and we could start as far as he wants, so he has the advantage and I'm whooping him, bro. I'm whooping Cyclops. He sucks. The worst X-Men. Control your powers. Control your powers. Why can't he control his powers? Why can't he control his powers? And then people are gonna be like, "Oh wait, no, but it's the
He's
thing
born
he needs."
with it, man. Come on.
Well, no, he's not born with it. No, he's
I don't
not
know.
born
I'm
with
just
it. He's an
picking
X-Men.
with
No,
you.
no, no, that's not how it works, Ricky. I'm really getting mad now. It's not how it works, Ricky. It's not how it works. He wasn't born with it
I'm just
because
picking. I
X-Men,
don't know.
it's a gene. Well, actually, maybe they were born with it because of the
Yeah,
radiation
I thought it
thing.
was like
And
a
it was,
mutant, but
he's a
like
mutant. Yes. So okay, yes, maybe. But the thing is, it's not him producing the lasers. He's opening up a portal to like a dimension that just has lasers in it, and then he's releasing it. So first off, it's not even him producing it. He's opening up a portal. His eyes are portals. That's his power. His eyes are portals. That's it. So why can't he control it? Because hold on. And people are like, oh, he needs the glasses. Blah 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 blah. In X-Men Evolution, this is why I'm so sick of that point. In X-Men Evolution, there was a time where I think it was Apocalypse came. It was like in the 5th season. Apocalypse came, and he was like, he basically boosted Cyclops, so he was more powerful and kind of make Cyclops work for him. And lo and behold, Cyclops could control his powers because he got stronger. So you're telling me if he just because he could do it, he didn't have to like wear the glasses. He could decide if he shot them out or not. So if he could just get a little bit stronger, then he could do it. You know what? And if you ask me any X-Men, tell and then say would they beat Cyclops in the fight? Just ask any X-Men.
uh I don't know, man. I don't know X-Men that much. What the hell?
No, freaking Jubilee would watch him. Toad would watch him. Everybody would watch him. There's a comic panel where Storm, and Storm is like OP. Like I feel like she should actually be the leader of the X-Men because she's so strong and she's so dope. But there was a comic book panel because I remember seeing this YouTube video and I was dying. Because I don't like Cyclops. She beat him without her powers. Like she whooped him. She didn't even use her power. Didn't command any weather or anything, and she beat the crap out of Cyclops. How do you let a 200-year-old 5'2" hairy furball with claws steal your girl? Because in the comics, Wolverine's actually 5'2", and then I'm short
Oh,
too. Other short kings, don't worry about it. I'm just doing it for the joke against Cyclops because he's supposed to be like 6 foot or whatever. I'm just doing it for the joke. Don't worry, other short kings. We're winning out here, okay? Whatever. But how do you let this 200-year-old man steal Jean from you? Like he's the worst. He's the worst. He's the worst X-Men. He shouldn't be the leader of the X-Men. Sorry, I just had to get that out. I really don't like Cyclops.
do you not like Wolverine either?
No, I love Wolverine.
Oh wait, okay. I thought you were saying Wolverine was the worst. Okay, sorry. I
No,
think
no,
I
no,
got
no.
it
Oh,
mixed up.
don't put that in my. No, don't.
No, you were saying
I
he's
love
the
Wolverine.
worst. I was like,
Oh no,
wait.
sorry. I didn't finish my point because in the movies, Hugh Jackman's like tall, right? But like
Yeah,
in the
yeah, yeah,
comics,
yeah.
Wolverine's actually like really like short and everything. He's like 5'2" or whatever.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just like, come on, Cyclops. Like you're the worst. But come at me, bro. I don't care. And come at who? Nobody ever says their favorite X-Men is Cyclops. I don't think anybody has said their favorite superhero is Cyclops. Have you ever heard that in your life, Ricky? No, because
No.
it didn't happen. I didn't even let you finish because it didn't happen.
I mean, I think Wolverine has the most exposure, right? So most people would probably say him. I don't even know. Yeah.
Cyclops is the leader of the X-Men. How does he not have exposure?
I don't know. I don't even know his powers, man. All I know is he
Exactly,
has
because he's
laser
trash. You don't
eyes.
need to know, Ricky. Don't worry about it, because he's trash.
Now I know he shoots portal. He has a portal in his eyes, and he shoots
Exactly.
lasers. I
People are
don't
gonna
know,
be
man.
like, oh, Cyclops, but his beams are so powerful. How are you gonna beat him? Because I have Cap Shield,
You
and
don't have cap
if me
shield.
and him get close,
What if you don't have cap shield? You're dead. You're done. It's
well,
over.
obviously he has powers I don't, Ricky.
Well, then why do you want to confront him? You don't have cap shield right now.
Do you want me to go upstairs and bring it downstairs? Do you want me to go upstairs
Yeah,
right
but
now?
that's just a replica. It's not the actual, man. You need the authentic.
I wasn't even leveling the playing field because if it was really to be more leveled, because I don't even need superpowers. If you gave me like Black Panther's suit, right? Because that absorbs energy and then could redisperse it, like connect
Yeah.
energy or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, that would make me too OP against him, even without superpowers. I would whoop him. If I could absorb stuff and then I get in close range, I would finish him. And people are gonna be like, oh, Cyclops could do hand-to-hand combat. No, he can't, boy. Not against Dante, son. What are you talking about? Whoop Cyclops any day of the week. Cyclops is trash, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, a lot of hate towards Cyclops.
Cyclops, bro.
Watch, they're
I
gonna
don't-
do like a revamp of the X-Men, and Cyclops is gonna come out like fucking like buffed, man. He's gonna get all these superpowers. Like he's gonna get gifted from the gods and whatnot. Dante's not gonna have a chance. At
What?
least not this Dante. Maybe Prime
Boost him.
Dante.
No, no, boost him, boost him, boost him, boost him up. He needs it. He needs it. He needs it against your boy. He needs it. You really gonna try to support him over me, Ricky?
No, 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 no.
Okay, that's what I'm joking.
I don't really like Cyclops either. He's kind of boring.
Exactly, that's
He's
what
just
I'm
a
saying.
boring hero. Like
That's
he
what I'm
doesn't do
saying. He's
anything.
trash. He's trash. Like even even the actors that portrayed him, right? I always feel bad for the actors. I'm like, oh god, you gotta play Cyclops. Oh god, and I like that. I like the guy who played him in like the 2000s movies, and the person that played him recently. Even though most of the movies he played them in were trash, but because it whatever. But in like the first movie, he's like, "What's wrong with Dante? Why is he hates like so much?" In the first movie, in the final fight, he's sitting there whining like a baby. He's like, because Jean, they're they're locked up by Magneto, right? They're in the Eiffel Tower and they're locked up. He has them like wrapped up in metal.
Yeah.
And Jean's like, "We need to get out of here." She's like, "Trust me, Cyclops. Shoot at me, and I'll reflect it with my telekinesis. I'll do it." He's like, "I can't. I don't want to. I don't want to hurt you. I'm Cyclops. I'm a bitch. I don't want to hurt you." She's like, "Just trust me, bro, so we can get out of here." And then she does it. I'm just like, if you could control your powers, you wouldn't have to worry about that, would you, Cyclops?
Yeah.
You can't
Useless,
tell me.
like man.
That's
I
what I'm
can't tell
saying.
you. I can't.
They
Tell
should
you
have
why
never
he's
shown
a
me. They should
leader.
have never let me see X-Men Evolution. Because soon as I saw he has the potential to control his powers, he just has to be stronger. He just has to put in more of an effort. You couldn't tell me anything about that guy, bro. Trash. Absolute trash. Absolute.
Damn.
Somebody get those powers and bring him. I want to see him, bro. Bring him. Let's go. That's the only person I'm not afraid of confrontation for, bro. Come on. Give me, if I had Jubilee's powers. Jubilee does like this sparkle stuff. I don't even know what her powers do. Don't kill me. I'm just playing. I would whoop him with I would whoop him with Toad's powers, bro. All Toad could do is lick long like a toad. That's it. I'd whoop him, bro. Come on. Come on, son. So sick of Cyclops.
Damn.
I had that
okay,
bit in my
I
head
guess-
when we did confrontation, like where we were doing this topic. I was just like, let me get my hate about Cyclops out. I wanted to do it. I knew it was gonna come up eventually, but I just wanted to do it.
Damn. I didn't know you had this much hate against him, man.
I can't believe you never heard it. I swear I've gone on these rants before.
No, I don't think
I
I've
don't.
ever
You know
heard
what?
you
It's
say
because
that.
we haven't seen an X-Men movie together.
Yeah,
That's why. Because it's usually after that where I just start. I'm just like he's the worst. He's literally the worst.
Man, I honestly have never heard you get this angry about superheroes. Most of the time, you're pretty impressed and happy about them, but damn, I guess want to piss you off. I'll buy you some Cyclops stuff. You're like, hey, man.
Don't even joke. Don't even joke. Don't no. But if somebody bought me Cyclops, what is the word paraphernalia? Is that what it is?
What?
Paraphernalia.
Yeah, no,
I'm gonna
I
be
was
right.
not
Watch.
talking about that though. Damn.
No, paraphernalia, like Cyclops gear, like
I
products
guess
from
you
the
could say
character.
merchandise. I don't know, man. Oh,
No,
like actual
paraphernalia
like
is a
for
word,
the
isn't it
cosplay.
not?
Yeah, but okay. Yeah.
No,
I
no.
thought you were
Now,
talking
look
about.
look at stubborn Dante. I have Google open now because you're like, oh, it's not a word.
No, it is a word. It is a word. It's just I don't think it
Paraphernalia.
means what we.
Paraphernalia. Am I saying it wrong?
Okay.
Yeah, miscellaneous articles, especially the equipment needed for a particular activity.
Okay. Yeah, for a particular activity. Yeah. Okay. Sure. If you want that, that's Dante wants that. His birthday
No,
is
he
coming
doesn't.
up in
No, he
September,
doesn't.
so if you want to get him that, go ahead.
I'm gonna say this right now. If somebody buys me Cyclops stuff, I'm gonna open it in front of you and I'm gonna throw it in the trash in front of you. I don't care. You're wasting your money. Don't do it. Don't do it. I will never be rude to people about gifts, right? I don't think I'm always appreciative of gifts. But if you send me something about Cyclops, you send me a visor, you send me anything that has to do with Cyclops, you send me a Cyclops action figure, anything, I'm throwing it out in front of you. I don't care.
I'm gonna send the actor to dress up as Cyclops and get you to
Well, I'm
get
not
a
gonna
picture with
disrespect
him.
the actor. I feel bad for him, man. Like you gotta play the
Well,
worst X-Men
yeah,
ever.
they're gonna get you a picture with them, and then you're gonna make a poster.
I'll take the picture with the person. I'll just be like,
No,
take
no,
off the visor, bro.
they're in Cyclops, and then also you have to dress up as Cyclops too.
Don't you, I that will never happen in life, bro. Not even as a joke. That will never happen in life. Unless I was doing like a parody video of how trash he is, and I'm just being trash. Like, oh, like I'm useless. That's what I'll do. I'll just sit there and do nothing.
Okay, man. I know what I'm gonna get you for your birthday this year. Damn.
You know what the thing
Thank you
is? I
for the
feel like you
idea.
would do it too. I know you would do it too. You would purposely buy something like that just to piss me off. Okay, last thing on Cyclops. There was this video. I was playing Ultimate Alliance 3 because it's only out on the Switch. Also, this just to talk about the Switch, I bought the Lite and I haven't touched that, I feel like, in a year. And I have games for it, but I don't know
Yeah,
what
I know what you
happened.
mean. I have the Switch too. I have like that, like
Yeah, the full Switch.
yeah, the
Yeah.
full Switch, and it just I'm waiting for Pokemon, I guess, to come out, but there's not a lot. You know what looks fun though? The
What?
new Mario Golf, Super Rush Golf, or whatever. That looks
Oh,
quite fun actually.
maybe I'll
Um,
get that.
if you get it, I'll get it. We can play it together because it looks. It's like you can face other people, obviously.
Oh,
And like
oh, maybe,
there's like
yeah.
a. It's not like there's also like different golf modes. There's one where it's a race, so you hit it and you gotta run to the where your ball lands and try to get it in before the other person.
Yeah.
And you do that simultaneously, so like you can see where the other person is and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you get it, let me know. We can get that and play
Yeah.
together. That'll be fun.
I think my problem with the Switch is, and because I got the light version because I was just like, I have a PS5. I'm not gonna get the console version because if I'm playing a console, it's gonna be the PS5, right? So it's
Yeah,
just like because there's not enough games on there for me. Like that system is more like a group system
yeah,
for
yeah,
me.
yeah.
Like there's a lot of like Mario Party or Smash Bros or whatever it is, right? So like I got the light one. So but then like the pandemic hit. I think I can't remember if I got it like before it started or during the pandemic. It was just like if I'm not going anywhere and I want to play games, I'm gonna play my console. So
Yeah.
it's just like where like I played it quite a bit like when I first got it. So maybe like the first 2 months, and then like all like I just fell off for whatever reason after that.
Yeah, it's kind of the same for me. It's just there's not a lot going on with it right now. But yeah, again, once Pokemon comes out, I'll probably play that for like 2 weeks or something, and then
Yeah, you beat Pokemon and then you're done. Yeah, I played Gold on the Game Boy Color, and I think that's the only Pokemon game because like turn-based fighting games for me, I'm not a fan of. I don't like the turn-based stuff.
yeah, it's not for everyone, but
Yeah.
Pokemon's a nostalgic game for me, so I
Hmm.
like to just get it and play it. So it's what it is.
Digimon's greater than Pokemon. Let me start that fight.
I don't think so, but
I think so.
you know how I know?
How?
The Digimon is not relevant anymore.
God damn it. Here's the clip, and there's another poll.
I mean, Digimon was cool, but it's just not around, man. There's not a lot.
Yeah, I think I say that around people I know like Pokemon just to start a fight, but I
I
still
like
stand by
both.
it.
It's just you can't really say that it's better because
Well, I know Pokemon's the bigger one. It sold more,
yeah,
and like Pokemon's basically still going. But I will say Digimon because like when you were talking about the games, it reminded me. Digimon had this game. I think it was on like PlayStation 2. Oh no, I had an Xbox. I can't remember, but it was like a Rumble or something
oh yeah,
Rumble.
yeah, yeah,
It was
yeah.
kind of like Smash Bros, but with just the Digimon characters, and I love that game. And was kind of hoping they would do another one like that, but like that was lit.
Yeah, I remember that. I don't think I've owned the game, but I remember playing it though. It
Yeah,
was pretty fun.
yeah, it was a lot of fun. But I guess last thing I was gonna say about Cyclops because I kind of forgot about it, but I just want to end it on this with him because I really don't like him. But I was playing Marvel Ultimate Alliance on Switch, and I was like Spider-Man, and we were at the X Mansion. Yeah, the X Mansion. So this is the first time the X-Men come in. I think maybe Wolverine was already on the team, but like the rest of them come in.
Right.
So we're fighting like oh, I'm drawing a blank. The tall, the tall
Well,
bad guys. in X-Men, the purple and pink bad guys. It's gonna bother me now. Okay, hold on. Whatever. We're fighting those guys, and I was Spider-Man, and then I noticed out of the corner of my eye, because the other characters are being controlled by the computer. Cyclops just walked over and started looking at the door, and I recorded the clip, and I go, "Look, Cyclops doing what he's supposed to do. Nothing. That's doing what he does best. Nothing, cause he's trash. He's trash.
Damn.
You could get these hands anytime you want, Cyclops. Suck.
So what happens if you become the new Cyclops?
I'm not gonna become the new Cyclops.
No, what if that happens? You beat up Cyclops and the powers get transferred to you.
I don't think that's
Do
how
you
it works.
commit
Rick.
seppuku? Do you like just end it for yourself?
So-
It's over, man. and
I'm not gonna joke about that. So like,
and the lineage of Cyclops, you know, no more. If the power gets transferred to the one who kills you, then
well, you know what? It's definitely actually not how it works, because he has a kid. Here we go, nerdy Dante again. He has a kid with Emma Stone called Cable, and Cable's way cooler than Cyclops. Way cooler than Cyclops. His kid, and I think he has a daughter too that's way cooler than him. Everybody's cooler than Cyclops, man.
Damn.
It's trash. How are you the leader of the X-Men and you're trash?
Because he's just leading. He's like a strategist. He doesn't have to do anything.
You strategize these hands when I'm bop bop bip bippity boppity boop bip bip bink. As soon as I get in close, bro, watch, bro, it's over. Over for Cyclops.
Yeah, man.
I feel like at a point it was a joke, but also too, I just really don't like him. Sentinels. There we go. Frig. That was bothering me. Sentinels are the tall bad guys in X-Men.
I don't know who those are, so
they're tall robots.
yeah, thanks. It's like you explaining to me an episode of Smallville and trying to remind me of the episode. I wouldn't know, man. I don't know it. I don't know it, so it would just not remind me if you gave me a description.
No,
one day you're just gonna explain to me, like describe to me a character that I don't know, and I'll just draw him based on what you're telling me. See what he looks like, man. I don't know.
That'll be an episode. Dante just explained Smallville. Ricky's just like, I don't know what he's talking about. What is he saying? Well, please like, share. Whoa, no, don't do that. Earphones. Wow, my earphone. They're doing the thing where they turn up all the way, and now iTunes is open. Oh my god! I'm just gonna plug them. I'm gonna plug them for the ending because my computer's gonna like go nuts. Okay, because my audio port's messed up. Just for people so they know. Ricky already knows. I've told him about it. Mm-hmm. But like, but anywho, please like, subscribe, share, smash that like button. I always say smash that like button after I already said like. I don't know why I do that. I should start with smash that like button, hit the notification bell, blah 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 blah. But that's oh, what's the question of the week, Ricky?
What superhero do you think you could beat up? What superhero do you have such strong hatred for that you would have someone send them into the real world and beat them up?
Yes, I want to know.
And do you think you would win? You know,
it's not a think, bro. I know. It's a no. It's not even a think. I know I could win.
Are you delusional like Dante? And do you think you can win?
We got to do another 5 minutes. I can't even end the podcast. How are you going to tell me I'm delusional, Ricky? But that's been another episode of On the Ledge with Dante and Ricky. I'm Dante.
And I'm Ricky. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.
Thanks. Peace.